Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cardinal Stadium here at Landrum High School for what I believe is Landrum's third straight home game and homecoming here from Landrum, South Carolina. I'm Luke Ruff, pleased to join you, as always, down here in the Deep South, or I don't know, is Landrum the Deep South? I don't know. But we've got some homecoming festivities on the field already, about 15 minutes removed from kickoff. Should be getting underway shortly with what appears to be a performance from the Landrum Band.
Could I have your attention, please? At this time, would you please stand for our invocation, which we led tonight by our senior from LHS, Zach Murray, and remain standing for our national anthem played by the Cardinal Choir.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for giving us this amazing night to come and crown this year's homecoming queen and play some football. God, please keep all of our players safe tonight, and please allow them to play with good sportsmanship and have a good attitude. We thank you for everything you've given us and giving us all of this beautiful, beautiful weather that we've been having, and please keep us all safe during this pandemic. In your name, I say amen.
Amen. Good job, Zach. Thank you. Cardinal Pride, take it away. Thank you, Cardinal Pride. Tonight's colors were presented by the Landrum High School's Cardinal Battalion Color Guard. And the American flag in commanding is Cadet First Lieutenant Jessica Hyder. And the state flag is Cadet Corporal Jessica Harper. The two guards are Cadet First Sergeant Taya Smith and Cadet Corporal Julia Williamson. Thank you for making that happen, guys and gals. Good luck. At this time, we ask for the homecoming court. That is the homecoming ladies and your escorts. If you would please come down and see Officer Schulman, Sergeant Schulman. At this time, we must have some chairs down the court. That way we'll be ready to view the game too, just what they're up to flying football.
All right, and here in a moment, I think the homecoming court is going to be coming down onto the track. We'll try and pan down and get that for you. They do all have to turn it over to Hambone because I do not have a homecoming roster. So we'll let him do the talking. And got the Landrum football team right beside me. I don't see the homecoming. I don't see the homecoming contest yet. Or the homecoming contestants.
But I don't care.
All right, and there is, we'll call her contestant number 1 headed down. All right, so there's our Sandman. At least the Cardinals are going to be coming down the stands here in a moment. That's always their cue. Looks like we've got homecoming contestant number 2 coming in the bottom right corner as well. All right, and there come the Cardinals. You should see them entering frame here in a moment. Oh, nope, we are going to the center of the field. There they are. And that looks to be, yeah, still don't have a roster. We'll call her contestant number 3. Alright, and we can pan up here. It looks like the Landrum Cardinals, or at least, yeah, this is what they usually do. Everyone except the seniors goes out to the tunnel, and then the seniors, or I guess the captains, and then those who are participating in homecoming are going to head down to the track. Coin toss should be taking place here in a moment. Captains for Landrum include number 1, Patrick Clark, number 50, David Dorr, number 11, Kason Sorgi, and number 78, Ethan Dugat.
This time I call your attention to midfield where we welcome tonight's captains for this game between St. Joseph Catholic School Knights and your Landrum Cardinals. For the Knights,
Captain for the St. Joseph's Catholic School Knights include, looks to be number 58, Hal Freeland. It's 59 actually. Number 9, Mark Lyons. Number 1, Kyle Lonergan. And number 52, Alex Wimberly.
And for your Cardinals, number 1, Patrick Clark. Number 12, Owen Scruggs. Number 50, David Dorr. Number 78, Ethan Dugat. Correction for the Cardinals, captain number 11, Kason Sorgi. St. Joseph have won the toss, and they have elected to receive. So the Cardinals will be kicking off.
All right, interesting turn of events there. I'm going to guess again, I didn't get to see much of warm-ups today either, but if St. Joseph's won the toss and elected to receive, I would have to assume they're running some kind of no-huddle or at least a spread-based attack that looks to put up a lot of points. But from what I did see, it looked like they were running the triple option in warm-ups. So, I don't know, maybe it's an Oregon Ducks sort of thing, or they just run whatever they feel like. I mean, I guess we're a few minutes away from finding out. Got the St. Joseph's Catholic School Knights behind their curtain. Landrum setting up behind theirs. Usually they'll let the away team out first. Yeah, there's the fight song, and there come the Knights at the top of your screen. And there come the Landrum Cardinals. All right, and it looks like Landrum has already taken the field, so I guess we won't be having too many homecoming festivities to start out for the game. Coin toss is over. We're ready for kickoff. 12 minutes on the clock, should be starting the first quarter any second now. Patrick Clark ready to send this one deep for the Cardinals. And the return unit for St. Joseph's coming out.
Number 1, taking out for the Cardinals.
They're using that 3 returner look again. I can't remember if it was Chesnee or the last team Landrum played that used that. It was Legion Christian that they played last time. Returners include number 3, Harrison Scott. I think that's number 5, Chris Johnson, and number 1, Kyle Lonergan. And this kick is kind of short. It's fielded by Scott, and he's going to take it out to around the 25, and he makes it to the 28-yard line before he's taken down by a herd of Cardinal defenders. And the Knights will take over from there. First down and 10.
of the night.
So here we go. I guess we'll find out what kind of offense the Knights are running here. And, oh, yep, flex bone. Going straight triple option. Landrum had a ton of trouble with this when they played Chesnee. We'll see if they're better prepared now. And what other way to start it than with a dive straight up the middle for the fullback, and he's able to pick up 8 or 9 yards. They're going to spot him down at the 37-yard line. It's going to stand as a gain of 8. Or no, a gain of 9, and bring up 2nd down and 1. So could not have started that one off any better for the Knights. 9-yard run on 1st down, and again, especially after what Chesnee's fullbacks did to this Cardinal defense, I imagine you're going to be seeing a lot of that. Just run straight up the middle, right into the teeth of this Cardinal defense. And there's another one, and Landrum was more prepared for this, but they're still able to pick up the 1st down. Only needed a yard, got 2. They're going to spot him at the 40, 1st and 10 for the Knights. All right, and so the Knights break the huddle at the 40. Coming out in what looks to be an even heavier formation than what Chesnee ran. They've only got 1 receiver. Chesnee used 2, and they're going to pitch this one out to the outside. And number 20, that is Katie Boyd, had a lot of running room there, able to pick up about 15 yards. Make it 17 out across midfield and down to the 43-yard line. It'll remain 1st down for the Knights.
On the Landrum 43-yard line, holding Cardinals.
2 1st downs in a row here for the Knights, and they're out of that heavier set now with 2 receivers off to the left, and they're going to hand this one off to the fullback. He'll break it to the outside. That is Mark Lyons. Better get used to calling his name, I suppose. Lyons is able to pick up about 5 yards on the carry. Nope, gain of 4, 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 7.
I gotta say, so far, we are just over 2 minutes into this drive, and even, not necessarily from a downfield standpoint, but just as far as, getting into the huddle and breaking the huddle, the Knights are moving pretty quickly for a triple option team. You usually see teams like this really want to bleed the clock as much as they can and give the opposing offense as little time as possible to score. But, yeah, breaking the huddle already. The Knights going a little bit fast. It'll be interesting to see how this shakes out later in the game. Till then, it's 1st and 10. And they're going to pitch this one out to the left. And there was a missed tackle by Patrick Clark. Or no, that wasn't Clark. I think that was Grayson Foster, who had a chance to bring down the runner in the backfield, could not capitalize. And the Knights are going to be able to move the sticks again. 1st down once more. And we got a brief stoppage from one of the defensive linemen to tie his shoe, it looks like. And there he goes. So here we go again. 1st down and 10. Ball is right on the 20. And this is going to be a run for the fullback. We got a new runner in there. This is Harrison Scott taking the dive up the middle, and he'll pick up about 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up. I don't think the Knights have had a 3rd down to deal with on this drive. They've done a very good job of moving the Cardinals' defense around up front, especially. Yeah, look at the push there by the offensive line. And some really nice blocking there by the receiver, and it's going to Merritt. They're going to get down to the 1. They're not into the end zone quite yet, but they sure got close. It'll be 1st and goal for the Knights coming up. Ball is just about 3 feet away from the end zone. So now especially I imagine they would come out, maybe sub some of those receivers out of the game, bring in a tight end, and really just try to run this down Landrum's throat. And you can see him all packed in close here. This is, I'll be stunned if this goes anywhere other than straight up the middle. Yep, and there's the dive. There is the touchdown for Harrison Scott. St. Joseph's Catholic School gets on the board first, taking the early 6-0 to lead with 8:09 left in quarter number 1. So regardless of how easy it was for them to move the ball on that drive, I got to say, they moved really quickly in and out of the huddle for a triple option team there. Very impressed by the speed, and I assume that explains why they wanted the ball first. They've got a feeling that, I guess they've got a feeling they're going to put a lot of points on the board, and they wanted to establish that offensive rhythm as early as possible. And now biting into that rhythm a little bit, we've got our first flag of the game. It's a false start against St. Joseph, and this is going to push the kick back a little more. Matthew Hall is the kicker. Set to send this one away from 24 yards out, or 15 yards out. And here we go again. His first attempt was fine. High snap brought back in, and it is no good. So the 5 yards already coming back for St. Joseph's. And the score will remain 6-0. Cardinals down early, but have not possessed the football quite yet. They'll get a chance here in a moment. All right, Patrick Clark and Bobby Dodd back to return this one. This is how it's been pretty much all year. Matthew Hall set to send this one away. And this is a nice kick, going to be fielded right around the 10-yard line by Patrick Clark. He caught it at the 8. Now he's out past the 20, and I don't think he's going to get much further, out to the 27-yard line. And the Cardinals are going to take over with pretty much identical field position to what the Knights had on their opening drive. Knights started at the 28, Cardinals on the 27. We'll see what Cooper Gentry and this Landrum offense have dialed up for the opening drive. Landrum's offense has sputtered all year. Cooper Gentry in particular has struggled with untimely interceptions. We'll see if they're able to get that cleaned up tonight in a 4-receiver set. This is how they usually start out their games until they try to run things a bit more in the second half and come out in some heavier formations. They're going to run this one up the middle. That is Ryan Bunlett picking up, I think they're going to call it 4 yards maybe. And they'll call it 6. Second down and 4 coming up for the Cardinals. Nice way to open up the drive. And Landrum looking over to the sideline, taking a little bit of time to get this play in. And Gentry making a couple of adjustments at the line. And it looks like we're ready to roll now. 6 men in the box now. No deep safety for the Knights. This could be something to take a look at. They're going to motion Dodd across the formation and run the option with Gentry, and I don't think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a yard or two there. That may not have even been an option handoff. I think that was a designed run for Gentry, and they're going to say he picked up 2 yards, so it'll be 3rd and 2. Gentry did have a really, really nice touchdown run a couple of games ago off of an inverted veer. Just took it, faked the handoff, read the defense well, and took it about 60 yards to the house without too much trouble. And maybe the Cardinals running into a bit of trouble here early. They're going to take their first timeout with 6:44 left in the first quarter, and we'll take a break with them. Back in 30 seconds. Okay, so I don't know if Landrum's going to stick with this, but if they do, this is a really interesting and pretty out-of-character formation for him. Looks to be the full house with full tight ends. 3 runners in the backfield. Yeah, Gentry's going to go under center. They don't run this often, and they're just going to pitch this out to Bobby Dodd, and this is going to be really close. I think he did pick up the first down, and yeah, he's about a yard past the sticks, so some creativity on Landrum's end does pay off. Just going to give the Cardinals a first down, and I don't know, considering that it worked, I would doubt that's the last we'll see of the full house formation, but probably the last we'll see of it for a while. Yeah, Landrum definitely going back to that 4 receiver set now. This seems to be their base formation, really. Sometimes they'll motion a receiver across or have 3 on one side, but for the most part, especially in the first half, they run with 2 receivers on either side of the field. But you can't run with 4 offensive linemen. 56 jogging out onto the field. Now they're ready to go. And they're going to hand this one off to Bundlet. Got a lane up the middle, and it closes up quickly. Gain of 3 or 4. Should set up 2nd down and 6. And 2nd and 5. Chain gang being pretty generous tonight. For both sides, really. Neither team has had much trouble moving the ball on the ground so far. And yep, there's Landrum flexing out that 3 receiver set. Though with Bobby Dodd that close to the offensive box, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to motion him over. And nope, it's just going to be another handoff to Bundlet, and the Knights were ready for this one. I think he picked up a yard, but that's it. It's going to set up 3rd down and 4. And Landrum subbing in more heavy bodies. I think they're going full house again. I saw Eli Quinn come in. I didn't catch the other number. And yeah, out come Patrick Clark and Franklin Davis. They're going, I don't think they're going full house, but they're definitely going heavy personnel. Only 2 receivers in the formation, a tight end and 2 men in the backfield. This is a straight I-form run, it looks like. 3rd down and 4. And they're going to send it straight up the middle with Bobby Dodd, and he breaks some tackles out across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's going to be enough for a first down, and Landrum spicing up the playbook a little bit, taking formations from just about everywhere, doing everything it takes to pick up these short yardage first downs. And it looks like they're going to stick with the I, actually. I don't think they've thrown a pass to this point yet. Same personnel, Bobby Dodd in the backfield, and now Gentry's going to throw. It's a screen out to Patrick Clark, who's got some blocking, and he's going to pick up the first down. He won't get any further than that. Oh, we got a flag. I think this might be a horse collar tackle against St. Joseph's. As it stands now, Clark made it out to the 29, to the 31, or actually I think they got it spotted on the 30. If this is a personal foul, it's going to take Landrum all the way down to the 15. And yeah, 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Cardinals in the red zone. About 30 yards on that play. The catch and run by Patrick Clark, and then 15 yards on top of that due to the horse collar tackle. Landrum now in the red zone with an empty backfield for Cooper Gentry. Again, they've only thrown 1 pass so far. This is probably a quarterback run, and Gentry's trying to get him to jump. Yeah, I think Landrum's got some nice numbers off to the top of the screen, and nope, it's just going to be a straight pass, and it is incomplete. Noah Hyder was open for a split second, but I don't think he would have gotten very many yards even if he did catch that. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Gentry 1 of 2 for about 13 yards. And they're still going to stick with this empty set. Once more, no free safety downfield. Everyone manned up across the board. And they're going to motion Bobby Dodd out. Now here's your design quarterback run for Gentry, and he's able to pick up about 8 yards. I don't think he got the first down, but he was close. They're going to mark him at the 6. Ball was at the 16, and I think it's going to be 3rd and inches. And, well, it's definitely 3rd and short. Yeah, 3rd and 2, and now we've got receivers subbing off, bigger men coming in. Landrum more than likely going back to that I set. Just we'll see what they do. every time they've gotten into a 3rd and short, they've whipped out a new formation. So I guess if we're going, oh, nope, it's the full house. And they're going to pitch us one out to Dodd. He's got some blocking, and oh, I think he got a little too cute there. He's not going to pick up very many yards. He got the first down, but I think he had 6, and he tried to dance around a little bit. As it stands, though, it is a first down for the Cardinals. 1st and goal from the 2 or the 3. Here we go. Landrum looking to tie this game up. And still in that full house set. They're going to go straight up the middle with Dodd. And I think he got it. No signal from the referees yet. And I think the Knights, yep, good job of the Knights to push him back there at the last second. Tried to go in for that second effort and could not get it. So it's going to be 2nd and goal for the Cardinals. Gain of 1 on the play. I don't think they could be much closer to the goal line if they tried at this point. Oh, and it's a quarterback sneak for Gentry. The Knights weren't ready for it. I know I wasn't ready for it. Easy touchdown for Landrum. The game is tied at 6, looking to make it 7, pending this extra point. Dylan Arthur is your kicker. He had a pretty good-looking warm-up session earlier in the evening. And snap and hold are good. Kick is up. And it was high, but it makes it through the uprights. And Landrum takes the lead over St. Joseph's Catholic School. My bad. Up 7-6 with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. It's a pretty jamming song there by the band. Ought to play that again sometime. All right, so Patrick Clark ready to send this one deep for the Cardinals. Knights sticking with that 3 return man set. This is going to be Harrison Scott again, fielding it from the 7-yard line. He's going to make it out past the 20. Got the edge, and it might have been Dylan Arthur bringing him down right around the 29-yard line. Yes. Spot him at the 29. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights here in a moment. Cardinals, I imagine, looking to do a better job than they did last time out, stopping the run. But to do that, they're going to have to get some penetration up front. They were manhandled by this Knight defensive line early on. Let's see what they have drawn up defensively here. Doing a little shifting before the snap. And they're going to pitch this one out to the left. And great job of Grayson Foster setting the edge and forcing that run back inside. No gain for the Knights on that one. It'll be 2nd down and 10. And that was Grayson Foster. You can see him right near the 40 on the field. The free safety doing a really good job of setting the edge and forcing that run back to the inside of the field where all the defenders are. And then it was just a matter of Landrum corralling to the ball and stopping that for no gain. 2nd down and 10. We definitely expect a run up the middle after that one, but again, with the triple option, you never do know exactly where the ball is going, and it was going to be a run up the middle. We've got flags, though, and it's a false start against the Knights. 2nd and 10 becomes 2nd and 15. Ball is going to move all the way back to the 24-yard line. We'll see if the scheme changes here for the Cardinals any, because I imagine, as odd as it may seem on paper, the offensive game plan for this set of downs probably isn't going to change. I imagine that the Knights are still going to try to come out and run this thing straight up the middle, because that's where the Cardinals are the weakest. And yep, there's Harrison Scott up the middle, but they were ready for this one. Only a gain of, I think, 4, maybe 5. They're going to spot him at the 29, so a gain of 5. It is going to be 3rd down and 10. So Landrum with a pivotal third down already. 1 minute and 23 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. If Landrum can get a stop here, that would be huge for their momentum going down the line. St. Joseph's going to bring out 2 receivers and split them wide. DB's playing pretty loose. And they're going to roll the quarterback out, and he's got an open man past the sticks. First down for the Knights. I thought those DBs were playing way off the line. For third down, that's not uncommon. They were giving him a lot of leverage there, and it cost them. Gain of about 14 on 3rd and 10. They're going to spot the ball at the 42-yard line. So St. Joseph's winning the battle of third down early. Haven't even gotten a chance to call the quarterback's name yet. He has had a very quiet evening so far. Jack Murphy is your signal caller for St. Joseph's. So far has only run that 1 pass. He hasn't carried it any himself. He's going to hand it off to the fullback who's got a big running lane. That's Harrison Scott, still on his feet all the way down to the 36-yard line. And they're going to spot him at, the 36. First down and 10 once more for the Knights. Finally getting some momentum going here after a drive that really didn't get started until they were able to pick up that first down through the air a couple of plays ago. And now back to that heavy set. No wide receivers on the field, just looks to be tight ends for the time being. And it's going to be a run for Harrison Scott, and not much happening there. Gain of 2 or 3. We'll see where they spot him. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. Ball is on the 34-yard line. And they fake the run up the middle and send it up the middle with a different player. And he's able to make it all the way down to the 7-yard line. That's Kyle Lonergan with the big run there. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Cardinals up 7-6, but the Knights are driving. 1st and goal when we come back in a few minutes. Oh, and if we can pan down to the Landrum sideline, it looks like we might have some homecoming festivities. Oh, no, I feel really bad now. That is not a homecoming sash. That is a guy with his arm in a cast. Oh, man, I feel really dumb now. It's Camden Pruitt with an arm injury. I thought he had a homecoming sash on. Oh, man. Not my brightest moment there. Good thing we're getting back to the game here in a second. First down for St. Joseph's Catholic School at the 7-yard line. And they're going to send this one up the middle. I think that's Harrison Scott once more, and he's able to drag some guys all the way down to the 5. Landrum read that one all the way, and then that was just sheer willpower on Scott's end to get that one any further than it was supposed to go. 2nd down and goal, pickup of 2 on the play. Knights look to be bringing in a new player. I can't tell if that's a receiver or a tight end. And I think it is going to be a receiver. 2 wide set, but they're bunched in pretty tightly. This Thought it was going to be a sneak for a second. Instead, they're going to pitch it out to Lonergan. Good job by Landrum setting the edge, and he's going to be tackled out of bounds for a loss of 1. Cue up 3rd down and goal from the 6. Nice play by Grayson Foster in that Landrum secondary to make sure he didn't get upfield again.
So, brings up. 2nd and goal from the 4. This catch is on the 6. So. 3rd down and goal.
So here we go. Landrum on the cusp of a goal line stand. Probably need to stop him twice rather than once. It's going to start with Harrison Scott, and man, untouched into the end zone. About as easy of a touchdown as you can come across for the Knights. And they take the lead once again, 12-7. And it looks like they're going to go for another extra point. Looking to extend the lead to 6.
That's corner kick. 4-6 goal.
And this kick is up, and this one is good. Make it 13-7 Knights. A lot of action here early. We are 51 seconds into quarter number 2, 11 minutes and 9 seconds until halftime. We'll be back in a moment with Landrum set to receive the kickoff.
Matthew Hall taking off for the Knights. That's it for the Cardinals. Number 1, Patrick Clark. And number 13, Bobby Dye.
And another solid kick by the Knights. This one's going to be fielded right around the 7-yard line by Patrick Clark. He makes it out across the 20, and he will go no further. Met by a pack of Knights right around. They're going to spot him at the 23-yard line. So 1st and 10 from Landrum with pretty standard field position. Going to have to go 77 yards if they want to score here. Cooper Gentry and this Cardinal offense are coming off of a really nice and, dare I say, really creative drive. They mixed it up with a lot of different formations. We saw, your standard doubles and trips and 4 receiver sets, but we also saw a couple of runs from the full house and from the eye, and I think it went a really long way toward confusing that Knight defensive front and merited Landrum 7 points. This is going to be just a shotgun run up the middle, and not sure if that's Barnlett. Oh, no, that's Eli Quinn, the Iron Man running back and linebacker, picking up 2. He's out to the 25. It'll be 2nd and 8 coming up.
Eli Quinn.
Three receivers to Gentry's left, and he's going to throw it out to the right. This is Noah Hyder breaking some tackles, and he's off to the races. Got one man to beat, and it's Lonergan, and he does. How much further can he get? All the way, touchdown, Cardinals. What a play by Noah Hyder, the senior wide receiver, taking it to the house. A 75-yard catch and run. What a play. 10 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Landrum looking to retake the lead here with a successful point after try. Arthur's kick is up and good. Landrum has the lead, 14-13. Patrick Clark ready to send this one deep. His last one got out to the 7-yard line. The Knights have their returners on the, it looks like the 7 and the 3 respectively. Clark's kick is headed toward the side, and Harrison Scott's going to pick this one up at the 10. He is out across the 30, still going, and down to the 35. They'll spot him there. 25-yard return there for the man that's played fullback most of the game. And we'll see if the Knights are able to take advantage of the good field position. Both teams are 2 for 2 on scoring. The difference so far is a missed extra point by St. Joseph's after their first touchdown. 10 minutes and 1 second left in the first half. And they fake a handoff up the middle, and we got a fumble! Grayson Foster says Landrum has it, and they do! The first turnover of the game goes in favor of the Cardinals. They will get the ball at the Knight 35-yard line. Talk about a shift in momentum. Just what the doctor ordered for a Landrum defense that has had trouble stopping the run. There's no better way to do it than to make sure the defense can't run because they don't have the ball in their hands. 9:56 left in the second quarter. Landrum looking to extend their lead. In theory, if they score here and nab the 2-point conversion, they can get this to a two-possession game early. Needless to say, probably need to be on the lookout for Noah Hyder after that 75-yard catch and run. Gentry's looking deep, wants to put him away here, and that is going to be a flag. Katie Boyd was there on coverage and straight up shoved Patrick Clark to the ground on that one. That's going to be a 15-yard pass interference call, and Landrum is going to make their way down to the 20-yard line. Really wasn't even necessary because I don't even know that Clark was that open. No need for the push there, but it's going to move Landrum forward 15 yards. It's as good as a completion, really. First down and 10 for the Cardinals. And now they're going to come back out in the full house on first down. Usually they've reserved this for 3rd and short. This could be a play-action fake. And nope, they're going to pitch it out to Bobby Dodd. He's got some blockers, and the holes close up quickly. He's going to gain 4 yards and get the ball out to the 16. 2nd down and 6 coming up. And now the heavy personnel subbing off. Receivers coming back in. Noah Hyder and Patrick Clark rejoining the party on the field. Eli Quinn still looks to be in the game. I think Landrum is going to stick with the split backfield look. Or no, Gentry's going under center in the eye, it looks like. Box looks pretty loaded. And yeah, good time out there. Landrum was staring down in a legal formation. They only had 10 players on the field, and there was no receiver or tight end on the left-hand side. Good choice to avoid the 5-yard penalty there. We'll take a break back in about 25 seconds. And Landrum has broken the huddle. Looks like they've got everything sorted out now. They've brought in a 6th offensive lineman, actually, instead of going for a tight end. I think that's David Dorr lined up as the tight end on the right-hand side. And they're just going to pitch it out to Bobby Dodd and run it to the left. Dorr looking to make something happen, and nothing happens on that play. No gain as it stands now. And yep, they'll spot him back at the 16. It's 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Cardinals. And no substitutions. I think they're going to stay in the I form, or no, they're bringing a couple out now. Yeah, they're back to their 4 receiver set. Patrick Clark and Noah Hyder on the left, Bobby Dodd and Franklin Davis on the right. Ball is on the leftmost hash. No safety deep for the Knights. Everyone manned up across the board. Eli Quinn in at running back. And they're going to roll Gentry to the right. He's got Davis in the flat. Ball was late, and DB was able to get in there and make a play to knock that one out of Davis's hands. It's going to bring up 4th down and 6. That ball's out about a half second earlier. I think Davis is able to hang on to it, but Gentry did not get it out quite fast enough on the bootleg. And Landrum making some more substitutions. Are they going to try to kick a field goal here? I can't tell. Yeah, they are. So Dylan Arthur is going to stay on the sideline. Patrick Clark is going to look to kick this one. Interesting choice here. See if he's able to pull this off. And Clark's kick, it has the distance. Man, that was perfect. Landrum extends the lead, 17-13. Cardinals up by 4 with 8:15 left in the second quarter. Alright, so we are back and ready to roll. Clark sending this one deep already. Pretty quick out of the huddle there. Kick's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line by who other than Harrison Scott, who is still breaking tackles, and now he's got the edge. Patrick Clark is the only man he has to beat, and awesome job there by Clark to prevent the touchdown. Scott is going to get all the way out to the Landrum 49, I think. No, they'll spot him right at the 50. There's going to be a 35-yard return, and a great play there by Patrick Clark to make sure that did not become even worse than it already was. 50 yards to pay dirt for the Knights. And Scott's going to get another crack at it. He is going, or no, that's not Scott. That's number 9. That's Mark Lyons on the run there. 15 yards. They're going to spot him at the 35. It'll remain first down. And they fake a handoff to Lyons and give this to Lonergan, excuse me, is able to pick up. We're going to call it a gain of 6. Second down and 4 coming up. St. Joseph's is down to the 29-yard line. Oh, and we have got whistles before the snap. False start against the Knights. It's going to turn 2nd and 4 into 2nd and 9. Ball's going to move back to the 34. All right, and this is Lions again, straight up the middle, and that is going to be a gain of 11 yards on 2nd and 9. Ball's going to move down to the 18. The Knights are in the red zone and have a 1st and 10 to work with. Need to make it to the 8 to pick up a 1st down.
23-yard line out of the Landrum. They moved the chains. That's the other Knights' 1st down.
All right, and this one straight up the middle by Scott, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Another near untouched run to the end zone for Harrison Scott. He is having a really big day, and we've got a shootout on our hands. 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns, or 6 possessions, 5 touchdowns. The difference so far, a missed extra point by St. Joseph's, and nope, that only moves them to 19, I'm sorry. They can make it 20 now. They've got a 2-point lead, looking to make it 3. But yeah, drive efficiency been very, very good so far. 4 touchdowns, a field goal, and a fumble by the Knights so far, and we've got flags. Another false start against the Knights. That'll move this PAT back a bit more. Ball is going to be spotted at the 7. It'll be a 24-yard field goal. And kick is up, and it is good. So now the Knights have 20. Lead is back to 3, 20-17. St. Joseph's Catholic School has the lead. Landrum not far behind. 6 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in this one. In the first half, I should say. We'll be back in a moment. Matthew Hall ready to send this one deep for the Knights. Patrick Clark, and it looks like Bobby Dodd and Franklin Davis set to return this one. And this one is going to be fielded by Davis at the 6. He's out past the 20, making some miss past the 25 to the 30, and runs straight into the pile at the 33. And they will spot him at the 33. You might have thought he might have gotten out to the 34, but the referees say no. Be 1st down and 10 for Landrum with some nice field position for Cooper Gentry in the offense. Split backfield look, Bobby Dodd and Ryan Bunlett in at running back. Franklin Davis, Patrick Clark, and Noah Hyder in at receiver. And they're going to hand this one off to Dodd. Bunlett was serving as the lead blocker, and it does not work at all. The Knights defense saw right through that one. It's going to be a loss of a yard. 2nd down and 11 coming up for the Cardinals. And actually, they're going to say he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10. Still in that split backfield look. Receivers remain the same. They just flipped the formation, and they're going to hand it off to Bunlett again. And once more, he's only able to pick up about 2 yards this time. It'll be 3rd and 8 coming up for the Cardinals. And yep, there goes Bunlett. I was about to say they're probably going to bring on a 4th receiver for this one. That's Austin Harris coming out onto the field. Landrum's going to have trips to the right-hand side. Actually, an empty backfield. Both running backs out of the game now. Bobby Dodd has split out to receiver. Pick this off and take it to the house is the play call for the Knights. And, oh, man, Davis was open, and I think Gentry expected him to cut inside there. Had a nice hole shot lined up between the corner and the safety. The corner stayed right at the line of scrimmage. The safety was playing deep. Davis was open. Just a miscommunication there between him and the quarterback, and it's going to cost Landrum a 1st down. 4th and 8. Cooper Gentry is going to remain on the field, but he is Landrum's punter as well. He was looking pretty sharp in warm-ups, too. His kicks were getting 40 and 50 yards pretty regularly. We'll see what kind of leg he can get on this one. And this one looks pretty good. They're going to call for a fair catch and let it bounce past the 30. It'll be picked up at the 29. So Landrum is able to flip the field there. Yep, and with 4:47 left to go, St. Joseph's is going to start this drive from the 29-yard line. First punt of the game. And now, for the first time in this contest, the Knights have a chance to extend the lead to 2 possessions. Also got a chance to run out the clock with 4:47 left. Landrum only has 1 timeout, so if they want to go slow here, they can and really eat up some of this clock. Because Landrum is going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. It's something to look out for. And Landrum's DB is playing very close, and rightfully so. They're going to pitch this one out, and Landrum wasn't quite able to set the edge that time. That is Boyd on the carry, able to pick up about, moving this one forward, it's going to bring up 2nd and 5 from the 34-yard line. And David Dorr subs out of the game. Bobby Dodd comes in. If that's the case, I imagine they're expecting some kind of outside run or a pass. And they're sending this one straight up the middle, and the Landrum defensive line did an awesome job of swarming to the ball there. It's going to be a loss of 1 and set up 3rd down and 6. Big change in momentum on this drive, or really this set of downs even. They're going to check Lyons into the game. Harrison Scott in at fullback. We'll see where the Knights go with this one. And they're going to head straight up the middle, and no gain, just a yard or so on that one. It's going to bring up 4th down, and now, with 3:15 and counting, Landrum has a chance to double up here. Actually, they're going to say he gained 2 yards on that one, and oh man, this is risky. I think the Knights are staying on the field. No personnel changes, so if they're punting here, it's going to be a pooch kick from the quarterback. I know that it's 4th and 4, but on your own 35-yard line with 2:50 remaining, it's a risky decision. We'll see if it pays off. Triple option teams do love to go for it on 4th down. Oh, and they're, yep, I see now. They were only trying to draw Landrum offside. They were never going to run a play. So quarterback comes out from under center after faking the motion, calls the timeout, and now they're going to send the punting unit out. 160 seconds left to go in the first half here. And Landrum, again, has a really interesting opportunity to be able to double up here. Meaning that by the time that the Knights punt this ball, Landrum can score on the ensuing drive, go to halftime, and then receive the opening kickoff and score there, and have this game get all the way out to 36-17 potentially before the Knights have a chance to touch the ball again. Because, as always, you know, if you elect to receive the kickoff in the second half and then score on the last play of the first half, the offense doesn't get a chance to respond. It's effectively a turnover, and Landrum, I'm sure, is looking to take advantage of that. They're going to have to go maybe a little bit slower than they have on some of these earlier drives, but again, 240, probably going to get this ball around the 35. It is well within reach. Patrick Clark and Bobby Dodd set to return this one. And it's a high snap, barely brought in, and Landrum didn't rush. They were setting up the return on that one, and Clark is going to field it right at the 36-yard line. Landrum is going to have a pretty short field to work with. First and 10 coming up here in a moment. 2 minutes and 33 seconds left in half number 1. And the Cardinals get onto the field quickly. Starting out in the I, this is an interesting choice, and it pays its dividends. That's Ryan Bunlett, or no, Bobby Dodd, excuse me, carrying the Cardinals out to the 39. It'll be a gain of 3. Looks like he got a little further than he did on that one. There were openings for a second, but the Knights did a good job of closing them up early. Clock's going to tick below 2 minutes, and I don't know. I think Landrum's sticking in the I form here. Are they going to... Interesting choice. I figured they'd be going all out trying to score, but it looks like they're content to bleed the clock and go into the half up 3. There's going to be a pitch out to Dodd, and he's going to be tackled after a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 5 coming up. Yeah, the Knights have 2 timeouts. I'm honestly surprised they're not taking them. Because if Landrum's content to go in the half, then, I mean, I personally would definitely be trying to get the ball back. Because the Knights have proved that they can score in a hurry. They've only attempted 1 pass. And Landrum's DBs have been playing really, really up close to the line. I think if you want to go play action, you've got it if you're on that St. Joseph sideline. And we got a timeout called. I think Landrum called this one. Yeah, so that's Landrum's last timeout. I guess they want to get all their ducks in a row. They have burned about a minute off this clock, but I gotta say, I'm really surprised they didn't try to go for the end zone. Very conservative end of this half, but again, stopping the clock there can really benefit the Knights, because if Landrum throws this and it goes incomplete, they're going to be forced to punt, and the Knights are going to get the ball back with about a minute. And the way Harrison Scott has been running it, a minute is more than enough time to at least get into field goal range. A lot of potential possibilities flying around here. Now, at least in my experience, when it gets close to the half like this and I outline every possible thing that can happen, usually the team that has the ball picks up a first down and just kneels it into the half after all this speculation. But I guess we'll see what happens. Landrum doesn't look to have made any substitutions. And looks like they're going to go split backs here. Eli Quinn and Bobby Dodd in the game. Patrick Clark, Noah Hyder, and that's Austin Harris, the receiver, at the bottom of the screen. 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Cardinals. I would have to guess they're just going to run this one. And, yep, it's Bobby Dodd headed to the outside. He's got a little bit of room, and he makes it out to the to about the 44-yard line. Now, two issues for Landrum here. First off, I think he went out of bounds, which is going to stop the clock. And moreover, we got a flag. Yep, it's holding on Landrum. Now, the Knights are going to decline that penalty. And so, yeah, Landrum's going to be forced to punt here. After a gain of 2, it's going to be 4th down and 4. I mean, there's no reason to go for this. And the Knights are probably going to have right around a minute to try and get in field goal range.
So, they're trying a penalty, which will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, so
4th down.
that could be a big, big decision there by Bobby Dodd to try to break that one to the outside and get some extra yards. Instead of staying inbounds and letting that clock roll. Again, the Knights don't have any timeouts. And Dodd went out of bounds, effectively gave the Knights a free timeout by stopping the clock there. And now it's up to this Landrum defense to really hold and make sure that the Knights don't score again before halftime. And they'll definitely have a long ways to go if they do it. 64 seconds left on the clock. Ball is at the 20-yard line. We'll see what the Knights do here. I'll imagine they're going to play it pretty safe early on. Probably just a fullback run for Harrison Scott on 1st down. If he picks up some yards, especially if he gets a 1st down, you're probably going to see the Knights huddle, or Knights really starting to hurry up. Maybe spike the ball, maybe not. But I would be very surprised if this is anything other than a runner-up pitch. I think it'd be a little bit obvious to try and go for your play-action fake. Now you've probably only got one. Landrum, okay, I take that back. If you want to go play action, you've got it. Landrum is playing really close to the line of scrimmage, and no, they're just going to hand this one off. Oh, and he's out across the sticks, out to the 35-yard line. Clock is going to stop, and now look at this. Yep, the Knights are hurrying up now. Clock is stopped momentarily, and it's going to resume. 55 seconds left now. And Knights actually keep their personnel on the field. This is going to be a heavy formation, only one tight end. And they're going to hand this one off up the middle. And it's another 1st down. The clock will stop again. Knights all the way out to the 48-yard line. Oh, we got a... Oh, and it's a fumble! Landrum gets the ball in plus territory. Another fumble by the Knights. I think that fullback was trying to fight for some extra yardage, and it gave the opportunity for Landrum to strip that ball out. So now Landrum with a chance to score here. Back and forth again. And now, yeah, this is more of what I expected. 5 receivers out in the formation. Gentry alone in the backfield. Still no deep safety. The Knights are probably going to try to send the heat here. They sack Gentry. This drive is over. 6-man rush, and they get him. It's only going to be a loss of 2, but that is going to kill the Cardinal momentum. And they are in no hurry to get to the line now. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 11, but they're only going to run one more play. Ball is right on the 50-yard line. Landrum is in no hurry to do anything. Probably going to snap this with just a couple of seconds left. Maybe throw up a Hail Mary or run a quarterback draw. Something to, just a low percentage play. Nothing's going to turn the ball over. And yep, here you go. Here's a quarterback draw. Gentry's just going to see how far he can get. He's got some room, and that's going to do it. We got out to the 30, but couldn't make it any further than that. Oh, wait, we got a flag. We could have an on-time down here. Landrum's players, I thought they were moving upfield. They're moving to the locker room. Now the coach is telling them to come back. If this is against LCA, this could be huge. As it stands now, it's a 1st down. This is a big-time call, to say the least. Because if it's a personal foul, I think that gets the Cardinals inside the 15-yard line. And that is definitely within, slot post territory, a fade, something like that. Touchdown within their grasp if this is against the Knights. Oh, and the Knights are already heading to the locker room, so this must be against Landrum. And yeah, they're sending the Cardinals out. So that is how the first half will end. A lot of a lot of excitement there for no points. But we had a nice little chess match there at the end. Always fun to see that. Your score at halftime, 20-17. Landrum up by 3. And stick around. We have got homecoming festivities coming up here in just a moment.
So either way, we're at halftime here at Cardinal Station. Landrum 17, St. Joseph 20. Coming up next will be Homecoming 2020. Get ready.
My brother, when he was 13, was cutting his grass, pulling lawnmower up the hill.
Welcome to Homecoming 2020 at Landrum High School. We would like to recognize the LHS JROTC Sabre Team. The team consists of Cadets Martin, Smith, Williamson, Plumley, Hyder, Cooper, Coggins, Morton, and Olson. We would also like to thank the students, administration, faculty, and staff who have supported and participated by showing their Cardinal spirit. Homecoming is a celebration for all who have been a part of our school and community in the past and present times. Traditionally, senior football players, senior Raider members, senior cross-country athletes, and senior band members are honored by sponsoring a student to participate in the Homecoming Queen festivities. The Homecoming Queen embodies grace, spirit, and the beauty of this special occasion. We are joined tonight by last year's Queen, Drew Alderino. Drew is currently a student at Winthrop University studying interior design. She enjoys shopping and hanging out with her friends. Let's welcome the 2019 Landrum High School Homecoming Queen, Drew Alderino. At this time, I would like to introduce you to the 2020 Homecoming Court. Contestant number 1 is Adelie Bragg. Addie is the daughter of Michael and Amy Bragg. She is a member of the Beta Club, FCA, TLC, Model UN, and is a competition dancer at Star Makers Dance Company. She enjoys working with kids, reading, and assisting with dance classes. Addie plans to attend a 4-year university and major in psychology and social work to pursue a career as a medical social worker. Addie is sponsored by number 77 Mason Farmer. Mason is the son of Jason and Christy Farmer. He is a member of the Beta Club, Interact Club, FCA Suit-Up Mentor program in the varsity football team. He enjoys playing football and hanging out with family and friends. Mason plans to attend USC Upstate and major in education. Addie is escorted tonight by her father, Michael Bragg. Contestant number 1 is Adelie Bragg. Contestant number 2 is Kaylee Copeland. Kaylee is the daughter of Dwayne and Vicki Copeland. She is a member of the cross country and track teams. She enjoys spending time with close friends, running with her teammates, and beating her coaches at Ultimate Frisbee. Kaylee plans to attend Clemson University and major in sports communication. Kaylee is sponsored by cross-country runner Ian Owens. Ian is the son of Scott and Lisa Owens. He is a member of TLC, Beta Club, Student Leadership University, and the cross-country team. He enjoys cooking, hiking, and spending time with friends and family. He plans to continue his running career at a university and major in business and sports nutrition. Kaylee is escorted tonight by her father, Dwayne Copeland. Contestant number 2 is Kaylee Copeland. Contestant number 3 is Coley Crescent. Coley is the daughter of Jeremy Stedman and Polly Barnett. She is a violist in the Landrum High School Orchestra and a member of the Varsity volleyball team. She enjoys spending time with her family and friends, playing sports, traveling, and binge-watching movies. Coley plans to pursue a career as an ultrasound technician and nurse. Coley is sponsored by number 14, Dylan Arthur. Dylan is the son of Paul and Kimberly Arthur. He is a member of the varsity soccer, wrestling, and football teams. He loves working on old cars, playing video games, and hanging out with Coley. Dylan plans to attend a 4-year university and major in forensic psychology and minor in forensic science. Coley is escorted tonight by her father, Jeremy Stedman. Contestant number 3 is Coley Crescent. Contestant number 4 is Molly Ellinger. Molly is the daughter of John and Carrie Ellinger. She is a member of the varsity volleyball, basketball, and soccer teams. She enjoys going to the lake, playing basketball with friends, and spending time with friends and families. Molly plans to attend a 4-year university and major in business. Molly is sponsored by number 8, Lucas Bowling. Luke is the son of Adam and Amanda Bowling. He is a member of FCA, Beta Club, and plays on the varsity baseball and football teams. He enjoys spending time with Molly and playing Call of Duty with the boys. Luke plans to attend a 4-year university to major in business management. Molly is escorted tonight by her father, John Ellinger. Contestant number 4 is Molly Ellinger. Contestant number 5 is Maggie Foster. Maggie is the daughter of Jason and Shannon Foster. She is a member of Beta Club, Student Council, and the yearbook staff. She enjoys going frog gigging, cow tipping, mud wrestling, playing soccer, and going to church. Maggie plans to attend a 4-year university to major in early childhood education to pursue a career as a kindergarten teacher. Maggie is sponsored by number 3, Cooper Gentry. Cooper is the son of Mike and Sheila Gentry. He is a member of the Beta Club, TLC, FCA, and the varsity basketball, baseball, and football teams. He enjoys hanging out with friends and playing golf. Cooper plans to attend a 4-year university and major in mathematics and play baseball. Maggie is escorted tonight by her father, Jason Foster. Contestant number 5 is Maggie Foster. Contestant number 6 is Abigail Hightower. Abby is the daughter of Chad and Anna Hightower. She is a member of Student Council, Beta Club, the Flock, the Varsity soccer team, and is a yearbook editor. She enjoys frog gigging, mud wrestling, competitive spike ball, eating, and church. Abby plans to attend a four-year university and major in English and education to pursue a career as a high school English teacher. Abby is sponsored by number 9, Noah Hyder. Noah is the son of Jason and Sherry Hyder. He is a member of Beta Club, FCA, and varsity football and baseball teams. He enjoys hunting and spending time with friends. Noah plans to attend Clemson University and major in civil engineering. Abby is escorted tonight by her father, Chad Hightower. Contestant number 6 is Abigail Hightower. Contestant number 7 is Mulaney Hines. Mulaney is the daughter of Tim Brown and Brandy Ford Hines. She is a member of the Beta Club and the varsity volleyball, basketball, and soccer teams. She enjoys playing sports and hanging out with friends. Mulaney plans to attend Greenville Tech and major in nursing. Mulaney is sponsored by number 2, Peyton Atkins. Peyton is the son of Gerald Atkins and Dee Sawyer. He is a member of FCA and the varsity football and baseball teams. He enjoys playing sports and hanging out with friends. Peyton plans to graduate from Landrum High School and go straight into the workforce. Mulaney is escorted tonight by her father, Tim Brown. Contestant number 7 is Mulaney Hines. Contestant number 8 is December McElrath. December is the daughter of Sarah McElrath and Tony Bunn. She is the captain of the varsity cheerleading team. She enjoys shopping, cheering, and hanging out with friends. December plans to attend a four-year university and major in business. December is sponsored by number 12, Kason Sorgi. Kason is the son of Wendy Domi. He is a member of the varsity football and wrestling teams. He enjoys hanging with the boys. Kason plans to attend Spartanburg Community College and major in welding. December is escorted tonight by her grandfather, George Mariani. Contestant number 8 is December McElrath. Contestant number 9 is Ansley Mossberg. Ansley is the daughter of Chad and Dina Mossberg. She is a member of the Beta Club and varsity volleyball team. She enjoys shopping, traveling, and hanging out with friends and family. Ainsley plans to attend USC and major in criminal justice to pursue a career in forensic science. Ainsley is sponsored by number 6, Austin Harris. Austin is the son of Kevin Harris and Jennifer Patton. He is a member of the varsity football and basketball teams. He enjoys fishing, playing sports, and hanging out with friends. Austin plans to attend Spartanburg Community College and major in landscape management to ultimately start his own landscaping business. Ainsley is escorted tonight by her father, Chad Mossberg. Contestant number 9 is Ainsley Mossberg. Contestant number 10 is Mackenzie Sutton. Mackenzie is the daughter of Brian and Jamie Sutton. She is a member of the varsity softball team. She enjoys spending time with family, shopping, and playing softball. Mackenzie plans to attend Spartanburg Community College and major in nursing. Mackenzie is sponsored by number 11, Patrick Clark. Patrick is the son of Eric and Paula Clark. He is a member of FCA, Beta Club, Landrum United Methodist, and the varsity basketball, baseball, and football teams. He loves to play sports with family and friends and go into Broncos. Patrick plans to attend a four-year university and pursue a career in physical therapy. Mackenzie is escorted tonight by her father, Brian Sutton. Contestant number 10 is Mackenzie Sutton. Landrum High School, this is your 2020 homecoming court. The second runner-up for Landrum High School's 2020 homecoming queen is December McElrath.
Oh. Yeah.
The first runner-up for Landrum High School's 2020 homecoming queen is Abigail Hightower. And your 2020 Landrum High School homecoming queen is Mulaney Hines.
Well, folks, you heard it here first. Your Landrum High School 2020 homecoming queen is Mulaney Hines, a player you're quite familiar with if you've tuned into any of Landrum's volleyball games this season.
Congratulations to
Oh,
all
wait,
of our
wait,
contestants.
Varsity.
Why? What are you going to? Are you going to die? Maybe. My phone just come. I'll leave you with me.
Wait. Can you how far do you think you can get?
Yeah, I'm not that athletic. But that'd be like a jumping dive. Yeah. That'd be like a jumping dive, not like a. And you could barely get him with your hand. No, I'd probably body him, but it wouldn't be much farther than that.
No, you probably like face plant into his butt.
Y'all just short. Just short.
Like,
She deserved it.
have to-
She deserved it.
I think you did too.
Ainsley didn't think she was going to win. I saw her with Ainsley last night. She said she wasn't going to win. Yeah, she said she wasn't going to win. I was like, yeah. But, Beta Club? Oh shit.
We haven't even like
The
had
preppy
any-
people. You have to admit they're really hurt people. They're annoying.
Then again, I don't know if you had any or done anything.
So basically you're not in Beta Club. You're in Beta Club, but you're not in Beta Club. Might as well ask Abby Hightower. I'm going to go see Camden and Skylar. Here, take your shit. No. Stop. I'm going down there. Y'all are going back. Unless y'all want to come see Camden. Okay. Fine. Let's go.
Fine, I'm gonna sit back there. No.
Come on. Come on.
And Cardinal fans, one more hand for this 2020 beautiful homecoming court. And congratulations to those who won or placed tonight, but you know, you're all winners, if you know what I mean. We love you. Thanks for all you do here at Landrum High School. after a little warm-up time for the Cardinals and for the Knights. We'll get second half underway. Second half proves to be anything like the first. We got ourselves a ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so we are back in set 4 third quarter action here from Landrum, South Carolina after a really entertaining first half that ended in a 2-minute chess match that lasted about, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes in real time and somehow managed to net no points. It was a lot of fun though, and I'm looking forward to a really fun rest of this game. Landrum is up 20-17, and they'll be receiving the ball to start half number 2. Should be a fun one.
19, Franklin Davis, 13, Bobby
Matthew Hall set to send this one deep. Franklin Davis and Bobby Dodd back to return this kick. And quarter number 3 is underway. Bobby Dodd is going to catch this one at the 7-yard line, and he is booking it upfield all the way out to the 30, slipping through some tackles and kind of stopped there, and then finally goes down between the 33 and the 34. They're going to spot him at the 33. First down and 10 for the Cardinals. Nice starting field position to get this first drive underway.
Raven Renfro.
Both teams really traded scores early. It was 14-13 at one point, and then things kind of slowed down as the second quarter took effect. We'll see if these teams can pick up the pace a little bit, or if they'll keep going with what was a defensive showdown in the second half. All right, and they're going to open up the second half with a run to Ryan Bunlett. He's going to gain 3 yards. 2nd and 7, and I misspoke earlier. Landrum is not leading by 3. They are down by 3.
Stop by number 9. And
2nd and 7 for Bunlett. Landrum hurrying back to the line here.
2nd down. And 6.
And Gentry's going to hand this one off to Bunlett again. He's got some running room, but 76 takes him down about 2 yards short of the marker. Should be 3rd down and 2 coming up for the Cardinals. And they're actually going to call this one 3rd and 3. See what they do here. You'd think after 2 straight runs they'd give it to Bunlett again, but at the same time, the Knights have to be expecting that. 5 DBs, 4 down linemen, and 2 linebackers personnel group for the Knights. And Landrum is just going to give it to Bunlett again. No, it's Gentry keeping it, and straight up the middle onto that L out to the 49-yard line. Great play call there by the Cardinals. They're able to pick up the first down on the quarterback keeper by Cooper Gentry.
McCauley, little change, that's enough for another Cardinal first down.
Going to be below 10 minutes in the third quarter after this play. Ryan Bunlett still in the backfield. Landrum still with 2 wide receivers on either side of the formation. They're going to hand it off to Bunlett, and he's able to pick up about 5 yards. It'll set up 2nd down and 5. Ball is on the 46-yard line. Man, I just can't get these right. It's 2nd and 6. They've got him at the 47.
The Knights territory at the 47-yard line.
All right, so here we go. We've got $20. They're handing it off to Bunlett. But if I'm saying that, it's a good time to switch up the play calling a little bit. And there goes Gentry. And the Knights were pretty ready for that one, too. They stop him after a gain of 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 from the 45-yard line. So now Landrum's in an interesting position. They've got their entire playbook open. And the temptation, I imagine, is to hand it off to Bunlett. But again, the Knights have got to be expecting that after how much they've run him on this drive already. And there goes Bunlett, and the Knights are ready for that one. They're going to spin him down after a gain of 1. It's going to bring up 4th down and 3, depending on the spot. They might say he didn't get anything. And they will say picked up a yard, 4th and 3 from the 44-yard line. And now play calling gets even more dicey. Landrum's going to sub out their receivers, bring in some big guys. I think we're going full house here. Yep, we're going to have 3 men in the backfield. Bobby Dodd in at halfback, and that's Ryan Bunlett and Eli Quinn at that faux fullback position. They're going to pitch it out to Dodd. Great penetration by the Knights, and he's going nowhere. It's going to be a loss of 2, and the Cardinals turn it over on downs. Knights are going to take over from the 47-yard line. Big defensive stop there. 8:19 left to go in quarter number 3. Knights stopping the Cardinal offense in its tracks early. 0 pass attempts on that entire drive. Interesting little note. Now, I can pretty much guarantee there are going to be 0 pass attempts on this drive, but for a different reason. The Knights have executed their flexbone option attack to perfection so far. 20 points scored. And, yeah, they've only thrown 1 pass, I think. Maybe 2? And here's a run. This is Harrison Scott. He had a really big game from that fullback position. Going to pick up 5 yards, maybe 6. And yeah, they're going to spot him past midfield at the 47-yard line. 2nd down and 4 coming up.
23, but that over stop. Ball's over 47-yard line. Landrum, 2nd and 5 for the Knights.
Scott is responsible for at least 2 of their rushing touchdowns. It could be 3. They've got 2 fullbacks, Scott and Lyons, and they both look really similar. And doesn't matter who was carrying that ball, they were not going to get very far. Great penetration and a nice pinch there by the Landrum defensive line to plug up the middle of the field and stop that after 2 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. Landrum looking for a big defensive stop here. Scott in at fullback again. They're going to give it to Scott, and he is... Wait, no! I don't think Scott had it. Had me fooled. Yeah, that is number 1, Kyle Lonergan, getting the handoff late, and he's able to pick up the 1st down. Looks like the entirety of the Landrum front 7 was fooled on that one. Again, I know they had me fooled. I thought they had Scott wrapped up in the backfield for sure. But instead, the Knights are able to pick up a really big 1st down on 3rd and 2. Ball is at the 38-yard line. And now this time they give it to Scott, and he's able to pick up 2 yards. 2nd down and 8.
There's Scott on the carry. 75 on the stop for the Cardinals.
All right, so here we go. Would be surprised to see anything other than some kind of run here. Yeah, another heavy set. This is staying on the ground for sure. And yep, there's the pitch. I figured they'd go with that. I mean, it's either going to be that or run up the middle anyway. And Landrum was ready for it. The outside runs have not been nearly as effective as the ones up the middle. Cardinals able to stop that one for a gain of 1, it looks like. It'll be 3rd down and 7 coming up. Triple option teams definitely don't like to play from behind the sticks like that. They'd much rather, be in 3rd and 3s, 3rd and 2s, but at the same time, especially at this area of the field, they are more often than not going to use 4 downs instead of 3. Okay, this is interesting. Shotgun split backs. First time they've taken any snaps that weren't from under center, and it works out great. Harrison Scott in the flat, and he might take this one to the house. And as it stands now, he's going to be shoved out of bounds at the 13-yard line. We do have a flag. This one could be coming back, but they are moving the chains forward. We'll have to wait and see.
Henry with a big tackle, flag on the play. So he's coming back.
Can you say you're good?
Oh, no, I'm good. All right, and the Knights are moving that one backward. And it's a holding penalty against St. Joseph's. That is a stinger for sure. 3rd and 7 becomes 3rd and 17, and now what do you do? Oh, and no, they're going to say it's a spot foul. So it's only 3rd and 11, but still
Ball just inside the 30.
You can make the argument that it is definitely third and where the Knights didn't want to be. Up by 3 points. Ball's on the 39-yard line, and I mean, this far out, it's all fun and games to go for it on 4th and 5 or 4th and 4, but if you go for it on 4th and 11, your chances are going to be pretty low. Got to pick up some yards here. Oh, it's a double pass! And that is going to go for 6. Perfect time to dial up the second pass play of the game for the Knights. That's Kyle Lonergan catching the touchdown. Katie Boyd was the one that threw that one, and for the first time in the game, one of these teams, first time either team has stretched the lead to 2 possessions. The Knights go up 26-17. Oh man, there ain't much you can do with plays like that. Sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and realize that they had the right play dialed up against the right defensive front. Kick is up and good. And the Knights with the first 2 possession lead of the game, up 10, 27-17. We'll be back in a moment.
All right, we've spied some extra eyes down on the field taking pictures tonight. On this homecoming 2020, Zach Stokes, you can see him around, but I've seen Noah Weiss. And also Kaden Thornton. So thank y'all for snapping those pictures. We'll see them in a yearbook or in the paper somewhere, I guess. You will see them in your journal, that's for sure. All right, 5:15 to go. We're in the third quarter.
All right, so Matthew Hall ready to send this one deep for the Knights. Set to roll here in just a moment. Cardinals really got to find a way to rebound after that last drive. They had some momentum going early, but I think they stuck with the ground game a little too much on that last drive, and it cost them. But they're going to have nice field position to start. This kick bounces out of bounds. Ball's going to come out to the 35-yard line. So if nothing else, the Cardinals are going to have good field position to get things going early on. 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter. If the Cardinals score here, it'll go back to a one-possession game. And, I mean, you know, their defense was playing pretty good on that last drive until the Knights were able to execute that double pass and execute it to perfection, might I add. That was beautifully drawn up and beautifully run by the Knights. Again, just really wasn't much Landrum could do against that. But we'll see if they can get anything going here. Sticking with that 4-receiver set. 2 receivers on either side of the field. This is Bobby Dodd in the backfield now. They could motion him out. And nope, they're just going to hand it straight off the Dodd. It's a trap run up the middle. They swung the guard out, tried to use him as an extra blocker, and it gets about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6 coming up.
2nd down.
Clock continues to roll below 5 minutes now. Landrum does not look to be in much of a hurry here. St. Joseph's has not used a deep safety all night. They've been playing cover 0 pretty much the entire game, and Landrum has really only tried to push the ball down the field once, I think. And now they're only going to pick up 1 yard on that run, and it's going to set up 3rd down and 5, and they're bringing in the heavy personnel again. Interesting choice. It is 3rd and 4, so that's a little bit more manageable, but you'd think from this position on the field they'd keep their receivers out and try to throw this one. It's going to be an I formation, 2 receivers to Gentry's left, and this is going to be a tunnel screen to Patrick Clark, who barely hauls it in. What a catch! And he got right to the sticks. It's either going to be a 1st down or 4th and inches. We'll see where they spot him. Clark thinks it's a 1st down, and that was They're going to bring out the chain gang for a measurement, I think. Or nope, they're just going to straight up call it 4th down. So 4th and inches. I mean, you got to go for it here. I don't really know that you needed to go in the I formation to run a tunnel screen, but I guess it worked out fine. And Gentry's just going to sneak this right into the pile. And he's got it on the second effort. He might have picked up 4 yards on that. That was impressive. Really good-looking quarterback sneak there by Gentry. And credit to him to not give up on that run. First lane wasn't there, so he breaks it backward and then cuts up field. Able to pick up a very contested 1st down. Only 1 pass attempt for the Cardinals so far in the second half. And now right back to that base formation, Bobby Dodd, and yep, they're just going to hand it off to Bobby Dodd, and he's able to pick up about 9 yards, maybe 10. Oh, that was his offensive lineman rolling forward there. I don't think they're going to give him the 1st down. It's going to be close. I think it'll be 2nd and inches. Yeah, there we go. 2nd down and inches for the Cardinals. No need to sneak it. They got really 3 tries at this. Same formation, they just motioned Dodd to the other side of the box, and now they're going to throw. Gentry with the shoulder fake, looking deep. Now he's going to take off, got the 1st down, and lowers his shoulders and gets out to the 36-yard line. Credit to the defensive front, or credit to the defensive backfield of the Knights not biting on that shoulder fake by Gentry. They stayed disciplined, stayed their course. Again, no deep safety, so if they get beat, it's going to be a house call so long as the pass is accurate. I think they know that, haven't bitten on any double moves or anything of that sort. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Cardinals after the impromptu run by Gentry. Ball on the side of the 36 or the 37. Gentry's going to hand this one off. Looked like an option run there for Dodd. He's able to pick up a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. So now Landrum's moving quickly. They're going to sub Eli Quinn out of the game. I guess he was playing offensive line. I don't know where they had him because they've got 11 men out there, but I didn't see anyone else come on. Interesting. All right, 2nd and 7. And Gentry's going to hand this one off to Dodd. Landrum finally getting some gas going with this ground attack. Dodd's going to be able to pick up a 1st down. Got 8, needed 7. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Knocking on the door of the red zone. Ball is right on the 25-yard line. They're getting closer. Clock continues to roll. We're going to be under a minute by the time this play is over. This 3rd quarter has moved along very quickly. And yet another run for Bobby Dodd, and he's able to pick up about 4. Oh, looks like there was a fumble. No signal from the Landrum side. The Knights were excited about it, and they're going to say somebody for the Cardinals fell back on top of that one. It'll be 2nd down and 7. A lot of action for 3 yards. Ball on the 22. Below a minute now. Snap this one probably with about 33 seconds left. Man, right on the money. And Bobby Dodd catches the swing pass, but oh man, the Knights had that one read like a book. No problem for the defense on that play. They're able to stop Dodd for a 3-yard loss. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Quite a way for an offense to end a quarter. They'll be faced with a really big 3rd down going into quarter number 4. Unless they want to try to get this off in 6 seconds, and they do not. So that will be how the 3rd quarter ends. A fast 3rd quarter at that. Not a ton going on. Only 3 possessions, but the Knights are able to extend their lead to 27-17. We'll be back in a few moments. All right, and they got the sides of the fields changed really quickly there. Landrum, I guess they've got a good play call called up because they looked really ready to get this one. Gentry's going to throw. Got a man. Oh, it's incomplete. That was Patrick Clark on the comeback route. And he slipped a little bit out of his break, but that ball was off by 3 or 4 yards to the outside. Oh, that is a tough break for Landrum. They had the first down right in their hands, and Gentry was not able to deliver. So, I mean, now down 10 in the fourth quarter, especially on the 25-yard line. I mean, you kind of got to go for this. And they're going to go with a 5-receiver set, it looks like. Or no, Bobby Dodd's going to stay in the backfield. I never saw him sub him out. Still no free safety deep for the Knights. Everybody playing kind of loose. Gentry going to roll to his right, and that one is caught! Oh, man, I thought that was picked for sure, and instead Noah Hyder. Man, that was some next-level ball placement by Cooper Gentry. There were about, it was maybe a 6-inch window where he could have fit that one in there for a completion, and he nailed it right out of reach of the defense. And Noah Hyder, them breaking that one upfield past the sticks and getting it all the way down to the 2-yard line. We do have a Knight shaken up on the play. Hopefully he's all right.
Nice hand for number 20.
And he's up. That is Boyd. He has had a pretty big game so far. Threw that touchdown pass on the last drive for the Knights. Good to see he's all right. And now, I don't know, if I had to guess, I would imagine both teams are really going to bring in some heavy personnel for this. Landrum probably going to come out in that full house look and just send this straight up the middle. And nope, I'm biting my words again. They're coming out with 4 receivers. I like the approach. I personally always like it more when you try to spread everybody out here and then send it up the middle when there aren't 10 and 11 guys in the pile to run past. They are going to have 6 to get by, though. And they're going to send this up the middle with Bobby Dodd, and I think he got a yard. Landrum thinks they scored there. No signal from the officials yet, and I think now they're calling him down inside the 1. Second and goal for the Cardinals. They got some yardage there, and they're going to stick with that 2-receiver look. Oh, this is just going to be a sneak. Yep, the Knights looking to pinch in on that center, and I think they stopped Gentry. He might have lost a yard there, and the ball came out. I think they're going to say his knee was down, so no harm, no foul there for the Cardinals, but man, that was a really good adjustment there by the Knights. You saw them pinching in on that center. They had 3 guys lined up over his nose. That is how you stop a quarterback sneak. And now you're seeing some big guys come in. This is Ryan Bunlett. They bring a receiver out of the game. They put Bobby Dodd in the slot. Bunlett's going to be in the backfield. This is probably going straight up the middle to him, unless they maybe want to run play action or something. And Gentry's going to keep it. This is going nowhere. Another loss of yardage on 3rd and goal. And now the Cardinals are going to have to convert another 4th down if they want to stay in this one. Okay, so now they're making some more substitutions. Bunlett's coming out of the game. And are they going to line up in the I for this? From 4 yards out, it's going to be 4th and goal. And yeah, they're going with an I-form run here. Oh, and it's a throw, a tunnel screen for Patrick Clark, and he dropped it! Oh, man, that was a touchdown. The Knights had no idea that was coming. It hit him right in the hands, and he dropped it. Oh, there's nothing that stings quite like that. Biggest play of the game for either team, and Landrum just cannot come up. 4 yards short. And with 9:47 left to go in the 4th quarter and a 96-yard field to work with, the Knights have a prime opportunity to milk 5 or 6 minutes off this clock. I mean, they had the perfect play call dialed up there. I thought they were running it for sure. I'm sure you could hear the confusion in my voice from the formation they came out in. I was surprised they didn't keep the 4 receivers. Clark was wide open, and he dropped it. And we got flags. So if it's a false start against the Knights, it's really not going to do anything. I only push them back 2 yards. And yeah, the Knights are already moving backward. And this one is against St. Joseph's, and a 96-yard field becomes a 98-yard field. 1st and 10 from the 2-yard line. Can't have a negative play here, but so far the Knights have had no problem getting across the line of scrimmage. Big plays have been kept to a minimum so far, save for that one double pass. But the Knights have not been stopped behind the line of scrimmage much either. It's probably going to be a run straight up the middle for Harrison Scott. And it is Scott, and Landrum was ready for it. He might. Pyle's still moving. I think he gained a yard on that one. And yeah, he picked up 1. Or actually 3. It's 1st and 12, not 1st and 10. Now it's 2nd down and 9. So we got the down and distance figured out. 2nd down and 9 from the 5-yard line or so. And it's another run up the middle for Scott, and he's still got that pile moving. He got close to the sticks. I don't think he was able to pick up the 1st down there. They're already moving at the 3rd. It'll be 3rd and very short. Call is, oh no, we got a flag on the field. No, now they're moving it forward. I don't know what the holdup was about. 3rd and inches coming up. Yeah, so remember how the Knights pinched in on that quarterback sneak on Landrum's last drive? The Cardinals need to look into doing that, because this one's probably going straight up the middle. Get 3 guys over the center's nose and hope for the best. Oh, and they're going to measure this one. I thought he was a yard or 2 short. Might have gotten a generous spot. We'll see. I think this one's already short. Still no signal from the refs, and they're calling it 3rd and inches. Yeah, this should be a fun one. We're going to see who wants this game more right here. Who's got more fighting spirit in them, Landrum or St. Joseph's? 8:45 left in the game. Landrum down 10. This could be it. And no pinch look from the Cardinals here. It's going to be a quarterback sneak, and the Knights picked that one up easily. Gain of 5 on that one. Ball comes out to the 20. Landrum had an opportunity there, and the Knights said, oh, no, you don't. Really big 3rd down conversion on that play. The Knights will continue this drive. They're actually going to spot it at the 19, but it's still a 1st down. Clock's going to be below 8 minutes by the time this play is finished. And it's a handoff to Scott, and he's still going, breaking it to the outside, and he's headed down the sideline, shoved out of bounds by Patrick Clark. Clock is going to stop at 8:10. He got past at least the 45, and they're going to say he made it to the 45. So again, great job by Patrick Clark. He did the same thing to Scott on a kickoff earlier in the 2nd quarter. Heading down that sideline, stride for stride with the fullback and making sure he didn't get any farther than he already did. Still a really big gain on 1st down though. 1st and 10 coming up for the Knights. And Moore runs up the middle for Harrison Scott, or this might be Lyons actually. Again, both fullbacks kind of look the same. Whoever it was is able to pick up about 7 yards, and that is Scott. 2nd down and 4 coming up. 4. Yep, 2nd and 4 coming up for the Knights.
Over the Landrum territory, ball is spotted at the 39-yard line. Over the Cardinals. 2nd down, 4 to go.
Another very heavy set here. No receivers. Oh, and we got flags. Every time this has happened, it's been a false start against the Knights. Yeah, and they're already moving it back. At least with the front four, Landrum has been very disciplined so far. I don't think they've had a single offside penalty this game. And yeah, I don't know why the Knights are going that far back. It's only a 5-yard penalty. 2nd down and 9 coming up. The Knights are all the way out of the 35 for some reason. 7:28 and counting left to go in this one. And just another run up the middle for Harrison Scott. He's got some daylight, and he's brought down at the 36-yard line. Oh, man, Landrum saw the game flash before their eyes on that one. Clock's going to stop momentarily as they reset the change. It will be below 7 minutes by the time they snap this one. And Harrison Scott was about 1 step away from breaking that one for 6. Cardinals were lucky to get him down. A really good push by the offensive line of St. Joseph's, too. And we got more whistles. Not sure what this one's for. And it's a false start against the Knights. I don't think they snapped it or really even got close to snapping it to get in false start territory, but I'm sure Landrum will take it. 1st down and 15 coming up. 6:55 left in the game. Landrum down by 10. Got to come up with a stop here to even have a chance moving forward. They do have 3 timeouts, so if their defense can stiffen up, they've got a chance to get back in this one. But if they're gonna pull up a stop, it's probably gonna have to be on this set of downs. Harrison Scott has been Landrum's worst nightmare so far, and they're gonna give it to Scott, and Landrum was ready for it this time. Gonna be a gain of 3, but it'll set up 2nd down and 12 for the Knights. Nice play defensively there by Landrum. And actually 2nd and 13.
2nd and 13.
The Knights need to get this one out to the 28-yard line. They are on the 40. And, oh, it's going to be a rollout for the quarterback. It looked like for a second he was going to throw, and the Knights might have gotten a little too fancy there. He's tripped up well behind the line of scrimmage, or at least behind the original line of scrimmage. It's only going to be a loss of 1, but that is a big loss and a big momentum builder there for the Landrum defense. It's going to be 3rd down and 14. Yeah, again, the Knights, I think, are getting a little too fancy now. Probably should have stuck with those runs up the middle. I understand wanting to go away from it after 1 didn't work, but anything is better than a loss of down to set up 3rd and long. Only 1 receiver in the formation right now. Got a tight end in there with the running backs. And now they fake the handoff to Scott and give it to Boyd, and that might have worked on 3rd and 6, not on 3rd and 14. But it is going to set up a 4th down and medium. The Knights are at least going to have a chance to think about going for this one. Or, I don't know, 4th down and 8 is pretty dicey. 4:49 left in this one. The Knights have done a really good job of burning the clock on this drive, and looks like they're going to go for it. They moved it to 4th and 7. I don't know if that factored into the decision any, but this is your ball game right here. If Landrum wants to have a shot, they have got to come up with a stop on this play. Oh, look at this. They're going shotgun again. Only the 2nd time they've done this. And they're going to just straight up throw. It's going to be a swing pass to Scott. That was way too far in front of him. Oh, man, so that is twice. that the Knights have gotten a little too cute for their own good, and that's going to be a huge turnover on downs. Landrum with some defensive momentum, 4:22 left in the game. We'll see if that can carry over to their offense. Remember, they've got all 3 timeouts, so if they score quickly here, they can still afford to kick it deep. But first and foremost, they have to score. They haven't scored since halftime. Only had, I think, 2 possessions so far, but still got to find a way to put some points on the board, even if it is just a field goal. And they're going to throw a hitch out to Clark. That's a good way to get a drive started. Gain of 6 or 5 on the play. They're going to mark him down at the 40. 2nd and 5. Clock will stop, more importantly. Good job of Clark getting out of bounds there and preserving some time. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this one. 2nd down and medium coming up for the Cardinals, and they're going to hand this one off to Bobby Dodd, who breaks it to the outside. I thought he was done for, and now he's got some daylight. Got to outrun some linebackers, tries to cut it upfield, and I don't know how much further he would have gotten down the sideline. Oh, and we got a flag. This one's coming back. Cooper Gentry hasn't even moved. And this one is against the Cardinals. Man, that is a crushing blow. They've reset the down marker to 1, so this could be a spot foul. Waiting on a signal from the officials. And this one is coming all the way back. Man, that one stings for Landrum. 2nd and 4 becomes 2nd and 14. Guess that explains how Dodd got so far downfield. Usually when they make it that far and there's a flag, somebody got held. 4 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in quarter number 4. And they're actually going to wind the clock now. They'll be below 4 minutes when they snap this. They're going to motion Dodd into the flat, not looking his way. They're going for Clark over the middle, and this one is too tall and a little bit behind the boot. Going to bring up 3rd down and 14.
9 and 20 coming on the play for St. Joseph.
Clock is going to stop with 3:56 left. Landrum got to have their best plays called here. You've definitely got 2 choices. You can try and go for the 1st down now and then run the risk of being in 4th and long, or you can run something like a spacing concept or a slant flat, an easy completion to set up 4th down and medium. It's all a matter of philosophy. Landrum has been playing pretty conservatively on 1st and 2nd down and then going aggressive on 3rd. So this is probably going to be some kind of route past the sticks, maybe a comeback or a bench. Gentry is going to throw. Oh, and he's under pressure already. Escapes, and he's going to have to take off, and he's going to be sacked at the 29-yard line. 3rd and 14 becomes 4th and 16. They're going to say he did make it back to the line of scrimmage. Nope, now they're moving it back. 4th down, and they're going to call it 4th and 15. The holding penalty looming large here with 3 minutes and 28 seconds left in the game. Landrum is going to call their first time out of the half.
Oh yeah, the hot dog going with $1 while they last. Hot dog going with $1.
Okay, so here we go. I know I've said it like 3 or 4 times already, but this is your ball game for sure. If Landrum cannot convert this, I would say it's completely out of reach. 4th down and 15. Cardinals down by 10 with 3.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, excuse me. Ball is on the 29-yard line. They need to get to the 44. And the Knights looking to send some heat. It's a 6-man rush, and Gentry fires over the middle. He got flustered and could not set his feet. That one is incomplete by a long shot. And that might be the last time we see the Landrum offense in this game. St. Joseph's is going to take over on downs at the 29-yard line. Landrum does have 3 timeouts, but I'm sure St. Joseph is going to be content to run out the clock here. We'll see what Landrum does because, I mean, again, if they use those timeouts properly and are able to stop St. Joseph's on 4th down, they have a chance to get the ball back. But at the same time, they've got to find a way to stop this triple option attack of St. Joseph's, provided that the Knights don't get in their own way like they did on the last drive. And they're keeping it simple. Going to hand it off to Harrison Scott, who breaks to the outside and picks up about 7 yards. He has had one heck of a game. 1st and 10 becomes 2nd and looks like 2nd and 6 to me. They're moving the sticks up now. And yes, 2nd down and 6. Or 2nd and 4. He gained 6. We are below 3 minutes now. Cardinals looking for a miracle. They are in strip ball mode for sure. They've got to cause a fumble here. And at the same time, I'm sure everybody on that Knights offense has been told one thing and one thing only. We don't even care if you pick up the yards, just don't let go of the ball. And Harrison Scott didn't let go of that one. He's able to pick up 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 from the 20-yard line, I believe. Yeah, ball is like a couple of inches short of the 20. They need to get to the 19 to pick up a 1st down. We'll see what they got drawn up. I'm willing to bet it's a run up the middle to Harrison Scott. What do you think? Scott is not in the game. They've got Lyons in the backfield now. Guess Scott needed a little rest. Oh, and it's a quarterback sneak, and he breaks this one to the outside. I bet they've gotten... That might be 15 yards rushing on 3 quarterback sneaks over the course of this game. That's more than enough to pick up the 1st down. Clock ticks below 2 minutes. They're going to stop the clock to reset the chains. Now, this one's spotted on the 10. I don't know if they're going to say they can, if it's goal to go, or if they're going to say you can pick up a 1st down here. I think they're going to call it 1st and 10. Line to make is at the 1, it looks like. So I guess the ball's on the 11. And they're just going to send it right into the pile with Scott. Clock will continue to roll. By the time the next play ends, we're probably going to be under a minute. Not much of a gain on that one. They're able to limit him to just 1, it looks like. 2nd down and... Oh, no, now they're moving it. 2nd and 7 coming up.
2nd down, 8 to go.
And the Knights just now breaking the huddle. 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock. This will be the last possession of the game unless they score, I suppose. And Harrison Scott has a chance to score, and he does! Touchdown, St. Joseph's! With a chance to double Landrum's output. Score is 33-17. They can make it 34-17 with a successful PAT. Harrison Scott with, again, either his 3rd or 4th rushing touchdown of the game. He has had one heck of a night. And more flags. This is a false start. If this is a false start against St. Joseph's, this is the 3rd time it's happened. Oh, no. And now they're going to call offsides against Landrum. So we have not had many of these St. Joseph PATs that have been penalty-free. And I don't even think St. Joseph's is going to accept that one. It'll only be a yard anyway. Kick is up and good. 34-17 is more than likely going to be your final. 59.1 seconds left on the clock. Landrum offense is going to get one last hurrah, but this one is out of reach. I have a chance to put up a couple of points, though. Make this look a little better in the stat sheet. We'll see what they have drawn up. right, and Matthew Hall is actually the only Knight on the field right now. I don't know where the rest of them are. Okay, there they come. Would have been an interesting approach, just having the kicker out here. As weird as it is, as far as my knowledge goes, that would actually be a legal formation because the kicking team gains no advantage. You can't have 12 people on the field, but I think it'd be fair game to have one. I know you can play with 10 if you want. Again, there's no advantage to it, so it's not against the rules, but nobody in their right mind would do it. And it looks like St. Joseph's is in their right mind. They're going to kick this one deep to the 10-yard line. It's picked up by Franklin Davis, who's out past the 30, and he is going nowhere after that. And we got flags. Maybe he is going somewhere. That looked like a rough and tumble tackle there at the end. And we have got two Cardinals down at the 28-yard line. They might have run into each other. We'll take a quick aside and hope they're all right.
Got Cardinal down. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, no spectators are allowed on the field after the ball game. Please wait to see your favorite player or coach outside of the stadium. We ask that you refrain from congregating in groups outside of your household. On your way out, please place all trash in the proper receptacles. There will be police officers posted to help direct you this evening. All traffic exiting on the north end of campus will be directed towards Landrum. Traffic at the red light will be required to go towards Campobello. Back out towards 26. Well, thank you for coming out tonight to Landrum High School this evening. Please drive safely on your return home. And number 5's up, Keegan Duncan. Nice hand, we could have Cardinals down. Haven't been able to identify him yet. Injured Cardinal is Ronnie Blue, number 52. Cardinal fans, you know what to do.
The injured Cardinal on the field is Ronnie Ballou.
Nice hand, please.
All right, and that is Ronnie DeBlue. He is heading off the field. Hopefully he's going to be okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, that will be the end of this game. The Cardinals couldn't have a heart in it.
And that is how things are going to end. I think that's a nice stopping point. Game was out of reach for Landrum anyway, and I always do hate to end on a solemn note, but hopefully Baloo is going to be okay. Stay posted to the Landrum High School athletics page for more information on his status. That will do it for us here at Landrum. Your final score, 34-17 in favor of the St. Joseph's Catholic School Knights. This is Luke Ruff signing off. We'll see you next time.